You always just got to catch it when like defenders have been given like.
Lateness is greatness. Apologize to T and obviously the chat. The last show overran, but we're here now. I've got my man here, one of the most balanced fans on the platform. We've got a lot to discuss, man, or not. But how you doing, man? That's the first thing I asked, man. What you saying, my guy?
I'm all good, man. Thank you for having me on.
Nice.
I'm recovering from this weird flu that's going around, man.
Everyone's getting it. I've been avoiding it, you know, and long may it continue.
Bro, I've literally, today was the first time in 3 days I was able to actually walk outside. I've literally been in bed. Except for I got out for the big 6, and on there I was dying, I was struggling. But yeah, I thought, why not? It's an opportunity. My brother hit me up, let me just do it. But outside of that, I've been good, man.
Come on, man. I hope you've been good again, people. Again, Tosin. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's always like, whoa, I'm good. I'm alive.
I saw your thing on Insta, the BComs thing. I didn't know you were BComs as well.
Yeah, I've been part of it. I've done the BComs thing. I've done the rounds, man. I've been about, man. I've done the rounds, man.
You know Jasmine that did BComs.
Light skin lady.
Yeah.
She's people still. She's cool, man. She's doing great things in the space in her own way, man. Everyone that comes through that kind of system is breaking through, man. But yeah, man, I've been good. I don't want to take the smile off your face or make you more ill, yeah. But the first question I'm going to ask you, how do I frame this? Not necessarily, we'll get into Wolves, but like, how are you feeling about Arsenal at this moment in time? Like, we've come off the back of like a cluster of games. Where's your headspace at with Arsenal?
My headspace with Arsenal is, look, obviously, we can't ignore the performance against Wolves. We need to pattern up.
We'll delve into that straight after still.
Yeah, we need to pattern up. But I think right now, bro, is this. The next 8 games, this is make or break. It's make or break time. Saliba's back now. We've had a week off since Wolves. The whole games every 3 days.
3 games in 10 days and that.
Yeah, we've had respite from that, and now we're gonna go back into it. Take the lessons and do something. Make the most of this break, make the most of this time. Like, attackers speak to each other, understand how you can get on the same wavelength as each other.
Yep.
All of these sorts of things. You got the time now. So that's my mindset. I feel optimistic. I think we'll get the result against Everton, and let's see in it.
So you said that, yeah, like, I know what you're alluding to, because obviously we've had a lot of games, all these kind of things, yeah. But before I get into all of this and before we touch into Wolves, how big is this week? Like, not necessarily beyond the obvious, because we know Everton's a massive game. We want the 3 points, we want the performance, but we've had injuries, we've been playing a lot. This is kind of like a reset type of thing, if it makes sense. Arteta can get on the training ground, go back to basics, all of that. But for you, how important is this week leading up to the game?
Oh, it's massive, man. It's huge. It's huge. This week is going to tell us. It's going to tell us if we're right to be confident that Arsenal are winning this title. This is the week that makes our mentality. I said it on AFTV. When was it? A couple days ago. Like, I just want to see this now. And the thing is, I think fans need to accept. I get why fans want us to be near perfect because of that whole Man City PTSD thing.
They're purring
I think
as well.
We have to realize, until Arsenal win it, they're going to keep doing things like this. The nerves are going to come up. The occasional brain farts, they're going to come up because the team hasn't won it yet. So we just got to accept this. It's like going on a plane with turbulence. It's going to be a bumpy ride, innit? Get on that, but you don't get off the plane. You stay on it. So that's what it's going to be like with Arsenal. So I expect us to get a result against Everton, and I expect us to come together as a team, figure out what we need to do offensively, and then change. And I know it's going to happen. I don't think we need to go dip into the market in January. The squad is good enough. No, we don't.
Huh?
We don't, man.
Brother.
Why? Who do we need to buy?
brother. I can't tell you. Obviously, I'd love Semenyo, but I'm not. You know my thoughts on the left winger, innit? I'm on parking that to the summer. Obviously, I'd love us to get into Semenyo thing.
It's
And
easy to say Semenyo. Can he?
no. But at a time, yeah, I would have been before obviously this injuries. I would have been like, oh, I'd love a left winger. I'd love to get involved in Semenyo thing, but it's probably not going to happen. Then there was a period, yeah, I started to feel, oh, Rice looks a bit leggy. Now I think it's a thing where you might need to. I can't tell you names and all of that stuff, and I can't tell you if it's permanent or loans. You're gonna have to leave that with better. But if you were to offer me, excluding injuries, a Tomiyasu like versatile defender, either on loan, preferably on loan, to tie us over, I'd have that. If you were to give me a physical midfielder, I'd have that. And I know what people are going to say. You might say the same, players are coming back and all of that kind of stuff. I hear it. But I am getting a bit nervous. I'm not saying it's the end of the world if we don't sign anyone in Jan, but it's one where I'm looking with serious eyes. I'm actually starting to lean towards, we might need to do something cute and clever in January, man. So you really don't think we need no one, especially with these injury rates. Every game we've played, one man is going down. Ben White's been one. Mascara's the same. And you know yourself, yeah, and we've seen already, when couple man come back, couple man start getting injured. This is the nature of the game, man.
I think we only need to buy. So I think we only need to buy people if Arteta's not going to use what he has. People are saying, so left winger, Semenyo.
That's a luxury now. I'll be real. That's a luxury now.
I'd love a left winger.
It's a luxury.
Let's be honest. Arsenal are not going to buy a good left winger in January.
Exactly. That's why I said it's a luxury. We know we're not doing
Ben White injury. That's unfortunate, right? But that's a result of Arteta being a moron, because this guy's just come back from injury. You've been managing these minutes so far this season. Then we have injuries in defense, and you play back to, and then he plays. What is it? He played. Wolves would have been his third or fourth match back to back. No, yeah, it would have been his fourth. He played against Brighton. He then played against Aston Villa,
and then in his mind, he had no other option.
And then he played against Club Brugge, right? You did not need to start him. You didn't. You had Lewis Skelly on the bench. You could have played Lewis Skelly. You could have played as a normal back four of Lewis Skelly, Saliba, and Hincapié, and Timber right back. You could have done that because you rested. Timber didn't play against Club Brugge, but you didn't. So that's on the manager. I don't think we need to buy another centre back. I think Arteta needs to use the team he has properly. And then in terms of central midfield, this comment here, we need a CM profile similar to Declan. Yes and no.
I'm on that.
Yes and no, because Arteta is not using Norgard and he's not using Ethan Waneri. I think Arsenal's problem in midfield is not just about player availability. It's that he keeps playing Declan Rice and Zubimendi, especially in fixtures where you don't need to play both of them. Can I see some creativity where one of Declan or one of Zubimendi plays, and then you play with the handbrake off a bit and you play Ethan and Ødegaard, or an Eze and an Ødegaard? We haven't seen that yet. So I think there's so much scope for growth.
What do you say to this as well? Carry on, but like for people because someone said White was on a good run of games, hindsight analysis. I think that's a very kind of silly way of looking at what Tosin said and negates the point because he never mentioned form. But where are you at with that?
He wasn't a good run of games, but it was still 3 back-to-back games. I'd get it if that was the only option. But the fact of the matter is, despite him being on a good run of games, this was Wolves at home.
He had no other option as well.
This was Wolves at home, and you had other options. Timber was rested against Club Brugge. Lewis Skelly came off against Club Brugge and needs minutes. You could have played a normal back four, but Arteta decided I'm going to play White right back. I'm going to put Timber and Saliba centre back, and I'm going to put Hincapié left back, where you could have just played people in their normal positions. So yeah, like it's not really hindsight. I think that's just common sense.
I'm not beefing your opinions as well, Olu. It's not hindsight, because we know White was in a good run of form, but it's predictable. A man that's been cold, had some injury issues, has to play multiple games in the spin. You're gonna pull up with a muscular injury at some point, and God forbid, but it won't surprise me if there's a couple more. So I'm not beefing your opinion. You know, this is a safe space, but we have the right to rebuttal. But then Tosin, like, bro, come on, man. You look at the run of games until January, the earliest point of January, based on the current trajectory of injuries and the red zone and all these things. You really don't think we need no one in Jan? Everton away, Palace in the quarterfinals. Then you got Brighton, then you got Villa, then you got Bournemouth away. Couple of days you got Liverpool. You know, I think he'll personally rotate for the Palace game. Portsmouth is probably the only one you can see it, bro. Really? Where God forbid, but we can wake up tomorrow and there's a next injury.
Yeah, we've.
I'm nervous, man.
Yeah, I hear being nervous, but at the same time, I think these are all controllables. Like, there's a reason. If something keeps happening over and over again, there's a trend. So there's something the club is not doing right. Like, bro, like let's take in what we're saying. We have 4 centre backs. We have 2 right backs. We have 2 left backs. All of them are all capable of playing within the top 8 teams of the Premier League. Literally, we are stacked in every position. But yet, that's all being decimated. So you tell me that's not, so what's the solution? Do we just keep buying? No, it's not that we just keep buying.
We need to review the medical department.
You need to review the medical department. Review
and the players,
how you're managing the squad. Review how you're managing the minutes. Review whether or not you've got different profiles, different styles that you can utilize this squad. We're talking the same issues we've been talking about the past 2 seasons.
And that's my that's my thing as well. It's just that I know it's above my pay grade, but more players, we're kind of in the same kind of landscape. It's a bit jarring, man. If I'm completely honest with you, listen. I hope we don't have to act in January, but it is one that I just hope Berta stays near his phone in it. Like, you've got the contact book. I don't think it's sustainable, bro. I'll be real. I don't, because as you know yourself. Pardon?
Who'd you bring in?
I don't know for names, but I know if you could bring me a versatile defender, if you could bring me a semi-decent centre midfielder, those 2 right now, I would do it. Left wing, you can park that. As much as in an ideal world, I'd love for us to get one in January. You can park that off until May, June, July 2026. I just don't want to. I just remember how I felt in January this year. I don't want to feel like that. Or better yet, end of January. I don't want to feel like that in January 2026. I really don't, because I do feel. Not to say we're the biggest and baddest team, because we ain't won it. Whether it's injuries, whether it's the manager's tactics, whether it's the players, I think we shoot ourselves in the foot. I think genuinely we are the reason we ain't won several trophies in it. So I just don't want that to keep being the case, in it.
I agree. I think we are the reason. So if we're the reason, we're the solution as well.
It better be.
Because like I think it's so simple just to say, okay, bring someone in, right? But this is what we always do. We always think bring someone in, but my man has the squad. Arteta has the squad. You've got this group of players now. Like, for me, I'm sorry, we're past the point where I'm looking at this team and I'm like, okay, we just need this, or we did no.
That's where I'm with you. You got the team regardless. I'm just looking at the landscape now and saying, boy, you know what? It's looking dark. Because I look in our academy, you've got a 16-year-old Marley Salmon, quality player. You know yourself. You throw my man in. If you're good enough, you're old enough, all that kind of jazz. But in trying to win trophies, he's in at the deep end. I don't like. That's where I look at my academy. As much as I like Dalman and Wanyeri and things, this is where I would love for us to have some steady eddies. It's a terrible example, yeah. But like Chelsea have a little Josh Archerpong or something. Someone that could just slot in for 2-3 games. When this white guy comes back or whatever happens, that's not the case. And for what it's worth, to answer this question from Social Joins, yeah, I would have Livramento as well for what it's worth. I think he would gel in our squad.
But is he coming to Arsenal?
It's not going to happen, innit? It's peas.
Not really.
Like, okay, for the right price, anything can happen.
Okay, I mean, when you put it that way, then probably, yeah. It would be good, because that means now that White is injured, Timber's going to have to play a lot of minutes. Like, let's be honest, he's probably going to need to. That's a whole run of fixtures. Timber's going to need to play right back. And
let me even ask you this. Like, obviously, with what we know right now, yeah, with the injury landscape, God forbid, but for any reason, Timber's got to come out that side. Who goes right back? Because there's no White, there's no Mascara. Like, do you put Calafiori over there?
It would have to be Saliba. I know he's played there maybe like.
And then, yeah, that's our next new centre-back partnership, our 8th.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, when you put it that way, then.
This is why I'm saying,
yeah,
if we're not going to act, we got to be alert.
It's sticky. I just think, Yeah, I think probably maybe someone who could play centre back, stroke right back on
Yeah.
the right side. I think we're covered on the left side.
I just wish we was covered on the right, man. I'm a bit nervous. What you saying for the Wolves game, though, man? Because we've kind of pussyfooted around it. Like, will you talk to me about Wolves, man?
Yeah, the performance was terrible. It was bad,
Facts.
but at the end, but we got the win. I think two things can be true coming out of the Wolves match. That was one of the things that can be true. The result is all that matters, right? But then ultimately, Arsenal could have and should have played a lot better. And if they play that way against Everton, they won't get a result. So those are my honest feelings on Wolves. I think I'm hoping the team need to prove to me that this is not a trend. They need to show that that was an anomaly against Everton. I need to see a better performance. And it was a 50-50 one. I feel like it was a mixture of, I think Arteta got it wrong, is getting it wrong, as well as the players not being brave enough as well. Because some people can say, yeah, Eze is not playing well, Gyökeres ain't playing well. It's true. They're not playing well. Ødegaard, when he came on, did the usual stuff Ødegaard does, where he looks busy, but he doesn't really produce.
You're not really
anything.
affecting the game like that, really.
He's just busy. He's just getting the ball and moving around, but he's not actually doing anything. Jesus came on, looked okay, but I think I'm looking at the manager. I'm looking at, you need to now show us you can coach an attack, and for some reason or another, the team drops off in the last 10 to 15 minutes of matches when we're ahead.
See that twice in a week now.
We did this against Sunderland. We did it against Club Brugge. We did it against Villa. We did it against Wolves. We do this, and we need to stop.
Why though? Is it because we ain't got Magalhaes?
I don't know. I don't even know. It's not even because we ain't got Magalhaes, because Magalhaes was on the pitch against Sunderland, and we still did it there. We did it there. So it's a strange one to me, and this is the thing I don't get about Arsenal. Like we need to develop a killer mindset, and I think that comes down to Mikel Arteta. I think it really comes down to him, because okay, if the team are leggy, they're tired, make the changes. Why don't you make the changes? Why don't you bring people up? I don't get that. Or if you're fine with the players you got on the pitch, what's the instruction that these guys are being told? It must be something they're being told to do, because I can't believe that this team that's as coached to death as from Arteta the way it is are just gonna refuse what the coach tells them to do. So this is clearly something down to the coaching. So yeah, so coming out of Wolves, just show us that it's an anomaly. Show us that, okay, cool, guys, we messed up. We've learned our lesson, and then move forward.
Where do you rank that in terms of our worst performances this season? Is it our worst? Is it like, yeah?
Oh, it's our worst, man. It's our worst. Worse than United, worse than Chelsea, because it's a mixture of things. It's a mixture of the opposition, and it's a mixture, not just the opposition, but mixture of I could tell how much of a long day it was going to be from like the first 5 minutes, because there's few things that irritate me more than watching Arsenal when I see top quality technical players needing 15 million touches to move the ball. I can't stand that.
A coaching issue, surely.
I can't stand that. I don't understand why, when teams and people like to say low block. That's not. I don't really buy the whole low block garbage.
Move the ball quicker, and you take them out of place.
We've proven the season we can move to low blocks. Newcastle played a low block against us at St. James's Park. Guess what? We unlocked it time and time again. Why?
We won against Fulham with a mid block against the mid block.
Tempo of football. Fulham, even Sunderland. That second half faster tempo of football.
Slightly Man United as well.
Chance. Right, but we didn't see that against Wolves. So I didn't like the fact that we basically reverted to our attack of 2 seasons ago. Just give the ball to Saka. Watch him beat 6 man, putting a great ball into the box that no one attacks. So,
Saka and inshallah.
Yeah. So I think that's what made it really, really disappointing. So I want to see better offensively. I think we just need to. I saw a video on Twitter, and I think our best performance, for me, the best performance I've seen Arsenal this season was Newcastle. That first half. Best performance.
Same. Like, I want to ask you this as well. Yeah, like, is it? It's kind of a double-edged sword because I personally feel the fact that Mikel Arteta is so control-centric, he considers every variable, he thinks about stuff. I think that's a good strength, but also think it's a weakness. And I think I don't want you to get away from being good defensively. And when we lose the ball, where you got players to stand, yeah. But I do maintain attack is a form of defense, and I don't think we've managed all the game state. Do you think that's killing us? Because I think it is, and I do think with Magalhaes and Saliba being out of sorts, I clocked it Chelsea away. I think he's doubled down on that kind of stuff. But where are you at with it?
I think he's getting it wrong fundamentally because he tried that whole control thing against Liverpool, against
It didn't bang.
It didn't work. We tried to protect ourselves against the transition against City, but Haaland still scored on the transition. But then you go away to Aston Villa, and arguably we're very open. It's quite gung-ho, blow for blow. So you got it wrong there. So for me, I'm thinking, can you look at these games and learn to have like a happy medium between the two? Can you do that? I'm sure we can with the players that we've got. So
where are you at with this as well then? At what point do we start blaming the players for, I won't say it, but for the poor performances, we'll call it?
It's 50-50. Like, I'm not just blaming Arteta. It's 50-50. Gyökeres needs to improve in his movements. For me, he's like 2 yards. He's 2 yards behind the action.
Hey, give us all your thoughts on Gyökeres while we're here as well, man. But take it away.
For me, he's gonna come good, right? But people, obviously, I was on Big Six, and obviously Big Steve was comparing him to Haaland. Haaland didn't have time. Well, let's be honest. Haaland and Mbappe are generational talents. That is not Gyökeres. That's absolutely not Gyökeres. Gyökeres is the type of guy who needs time. Gyökeres is not a Haaland. Gyökeres is going to come to this league and he doesn't have the same mentality as Haaland. So he's got to learn a few things. He's got to add a few things to his toolkit. And right now, he needs to add things to his toolkit. He needs to be someone who can do a better job at anticipating when the crosses are going to come in. If you watch a lot of his movement, he's always 2 to 3 yards behind the action. And he could do a lot more in terms of making darts. A lot of times he's between centre-backs, like behind. He needs to start actually making... I never really seen him making a dart towards the front post or making or crashing the box towards the far post. I never really see that type of movement from him. And I think the likes of Saka, the likes of Martinelli, the likes of Trossard, even Eze to an extent, I think they're waiting for him to do that and then they supply him. So
do you think they trust him as well?
I don't think they fully trust him. I don't think these guys don't play like there's a 9 in the box. But Gyökeres doesn't play like he wants them to know there's a 9 in the box, if that makes sense.
It's too nice, man. I said this to you last time.
He's way too nice. He's way too nice. Bro,
you're letting right back take headers off you. Come on, man. Start regulating.
Exactly. This is what I've been saying. You think RVP is letting Sanya take headers off him in the box?
Exactly. Start regulating, man.
Thierry Henry is letting Lauren take headers off him in the box. You are crazy. That is not happening. Gyökeres too nice with it. He should, if that's me and I'm Gyökeres and Timber dare takes a header off me, I'm screaming at Timber on the pitch. I'm telling Bukayo, I'm going to make this run. Trust me. Fling that ball in. And if I don't see that ball come in 2-3 times, I'm screaming at him.
Especially what you said about anticipation, and I'll give him them excuses because you're learning. Your progress was kind of disrupted. I do think, like obviously we're not the most creative team, and there's low blocks, and we all know in the present day the center forward, isn't going to get a lot of space. But for you, Gyökeres, you knew that. And for Arteta, I don't want to hear he's not his first choice and all of that because at some point you, Bert, or the Cronkies, you said my man could do this thing here. And for me, going back to what you said about Haaland, I hear you. He is definitely not Haaland. Shout out Big Steve. But in terms of what Haaland does and Mateta and Chris Wood, they're all kind of similar strikers. I've seen them and they do it. So you just focus on what you're good at. I know you're going to have to drop deep, but I need a bit more of a killer. And you know what? Yeah, this might not make sense. Yeah, but on one hand, I might look at Gyökeres a lot more different if we was creating a bag of chances and you're missing tap-ins. But I'm at the point now, yeah, and I know it's not the same because you frustrate the manager and you might not play. But I just want to see, even if, of course, I want you to score, but even if you just take the ball and you bang it, it goes into the clock end and it goes to the corner flag. I kind of want to see you just doing that if it makes sense, man.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to show more. Like, he needs to carry goal threat. I look at Gyökeres, I don't really feel a goal threat when he plays, which is disturbing for a guy that is known for having goal threat and having
goals in abundance. Won an award for it, innit? Puskas
or something. So he doesn't carry goal threat. He's playing a bit timid right now. I think this is all about his mentality now. He plays a bit too timid for me. And I think he needs to have more of an edge, more of a nasty side to him. Right? And even this comment, I don't agree with it. Gyökeres can make runs all games, the ball won't come. That's not true. That's not true. I've seen his movement in the box. His movement in the box, let's be honest, it's not great. It's not
against
great.
Wolves. He should have been there 10 seconds earlier.
It's not even just against Wolves. I've been watching it. His movement in the box is not good. It's actually not good. He needs to improve on this massively. His movement, he's too static in the box. He doesn't give defenders things to think about. And he wrestles. He tries to, it's so funny. He tries to pin defenders, but he just ends up wrestling with them. So you can obviously see this is a guy adapting to the nature of the Premier League. Primera Liga, or whatever you call it, that Portuguese league, he could bully these defenders. He could throw himself onto them. You can't do that in the Premier League. These guys are strong, athletic. A lot of the centre backs are fast as well. So, yeah, boy, you need to be clever in your movement. You see even Haaland. Again, I know Haaland's generational, but again, Haaland, he kind of did that his first 2 seasons. But now you look at his movement. And for all these people that talk about touch map, good strikers don't need a lot of touches.
Exactly. They miss a bunch of chances, but it's a law of averages. They also score a lot of goals.
Good strikers. People tell me, oh, Gyökeres only touched the ball 4 times. I don't care. I'm not looking for him for his touches. I'm looking, can you make the movement and have the right touch at the right time? And he doesn't have that yet. So I think this is a thing where he needs to improve on that. Because let's be honest, bro, Saka can put a good delivery into the box.
But you need to arrive.
He can do that.
If you order Uber, you need to get in the cab. Gyökeres ain't doing that. Again.
So boy, like he gets in the wrong, because it's not a coincidence. Because we want to say, oh yeah, will the ball find him? Why is the ball finding Marino?
And Jesus.
Why is the ball finding Trossard?
And it will find Kai.
Why did it find Kai all of last season? Chances that he missed. Why did it find Jesus against Club Brugge? Like, come on. Even Club Brugge is a perfect example, bro. Jesus was on the pitch for how long? How long?
Facts.
So even this comment, the system is not designed around him. Yeah, it's true. So he's got to, him and Eze, they need to do more. Yes, the team needs to adapt to them, but they need to do more. Eze is playing within himself.
Eze is
drifting around the pitch and floating like he has no intensity. You should be.
Let me ask you this, sorry to cut you as well, Tosin. Yeah, but we're obviously on the topic of Eze, and I'll throw Odegaard into this. You do the work with AFTV, you speak to football fans and things like that, yeah. But I think there's some Arsenal fans that don't really care, like you're part of the squad type of thing. Eze and Odegaard, you can play together, one ahead of the other. Some are team Eze, some are team Odegaard. I'm now looking at it that clearly Odegaard ain't really hitting the heights for whatever reason. Eze, obviously you're my guy and whatnot, but you're not hitting the heights. So you've kind of got 2 of those players underperforming. Like, how does that make you feel? How much is it on both of those players? And is there anything for Arteta? Because I know creativity's got to expand throughout the team. It's not just on one man, right? But if you lot are fucking up, I can't expect Gyökeres to be to bang, really. And you 2 were the 2 players that I actually felt, more so when Eze was left wing, you're actually trying to find Gyökeres. I'm only interested in Gyökeres being alive in the box, if I'm honest, because I think if you look at him statistically, if you just watched him on YouTube, if you obviously watched him in Portugal, of course, he's got a couple of goals on the transition, but his goals come in the box. That's what you want. Ugly striker, balls in the back of the net. But where are you at with that?
Again, it's 50-50, man. I think the likes of Eze, I expected more. I'm not going to lie to you. I expected more. For me, but then I also think as well, I'm asking myself, is this coaching? Is this the manager's instructions? Because it's almost like Eze's afraid. It's weird. It's like he plays like he's afraid to fully express himself. And I don't like the thing that him and Odegaard do. Stay in the half space.
That's got to be a coaching thing if they're both doing it.
Stay there. Yes. I don't get it. Rice is a good progressive passer. Zubimendi is an excellent progressive passer. The team is perfectly set up for the centre backs or the full backs to receive the ball from Raya, or for those and give it to those midfielders, or for those midfielders to receive the ball directly from Raya and play it through the lines. Why does Odegaard have to drop so close to Rice to get the ball? Why does Eze need to keep like drifting in there? Why can't you stay in that zone? Stay in that zone. Do some little trickery. Do like a 1-2. Do what makes you you. Like the only time I saw Eze do that against Wolves, what happened? He was able to do something where he's able to get some joy, create some space, play Saka in. Saka gets a dangerous ball into the box. That should really be a goal. I don't see that enough from Eze. So that's why I think it's 50-50. I think these players need to be a lot more braver and express themselves more. But also, I think that's a coaching thing. I think that's down to the manager. I think he needs to tell Erdegaard, when Rice and Zubmendi are playing, don't you dare leave. Don't drop past the halfway line. Stay where you need to be. You will get the ball. Trust.
I can't lie to you, yeah. I think it's, and I'm just purely talking about our attack, yeah. I think it's 90% the manager and 10% the players. But the 10%, I'm very on to you lot, because I understand you got to do what the manager's telling you to do and things like that. And I know off days can happen, but I just feel last season and this season, we've been saying this, innit? Like, I think you lot are far too good for this to be a thing. Like, to have one shot after 60, 70 minutes against Wolves is unacceptable. I want to see you lot grab the game by the balls. I want to see you lot enjoy it. Why I say it's 90% is Arteta's defense first, innit? He doesn't, I'm being disingenuous, and obviously he cares about a striker scoring, but goals are not necessarily the most important thing of a forward. His wide men are his bread and butter. He kind of looks at it in probabilities. I don't mind the patient football, but there's got to be a bit of life to it. There's got to be of unpredictability to it. And whatever I think about Gyökeres, I think you slap him in some other Prem teams, you see a different light. We saw what Eze could do at Crystal Palace. So surely it's got to be the gaffer, because I don't know how you was in the summer, yeah. As much as I was gassed about Eze and Gyökeres and intrigued by Madueke and all the other players we've got, yeah, I maintain that it's like going Harrods, bro. It's like me and you could go shopping, go Louis Vuitton, we buy the nicest clothes in the world, the best suit in the world. But if you don't know how to style it, it's going to look meaty, innit? So that's where I'm at with the gaffer. But where are you at with it?
No, I'm with you. I don't think it's 90-10. I think probably maybe 70% the gaffer.
I say 90 because I think personally, I've seen this for 2, maybe even 3 years. 3 is an exaggeration, but 2 previous years. So yeah, that's why I think I've got a body of work, and I'll give the players that they've just landed. That's where I'm like, because I knew this was something with you, gaffer, innit? Like, you're not. I know we had more goals than the Invincibles and all those things, but Arteta is a great defensive coach. I don't think you're held in that regards in the final third. And, you know, even if you look at City, we heard what you did with Sterling and Sane and things. I've seen us play attractive football. You know, you've made Saka this right winger. Martinelli and Odegaard have dropped good seasons. You've made Rice this number 8 type of thing. So you've got it within you, but I'm not seeing enough. And whatever way I shape it, goals win games, man.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you there. I think yeah, the manager needs to hold a lot of criticism, because like, it's an indictment of us that we've got more attacking options, but we're still playing exactly the same. Even against Club Brugge, what did it require? It required just moments of brilliance.
2 worldies,
from Madueke. Like, I'm struggling to find the last time I've seen us comprehensively slice and dice the team open and create loads of chances. Probably the last time I've seen us do this, probably Olympiacos at home, maybe West Ham, those 2-0s. But I've not really seen us do that for a while.
We ain't done that in a minute.
Even with Gabriel and Saliba playing centre back. So I think that's the manager. He's got to improve on that, and he's got to. We panned him. We panned him against, rightly so, against Liverpool, against Man City, and he changed it against Newcastle. And guess what? The team played a lot braver. Yeah, we can see
Newcastle to Sunderland. We was all right in that regard.
Yeah. So I think he needs to look at that, and he needs to change things. I don't agree with this here. Nani should not get, because Nani on the left ain't great. I think Trossard should just start. Trossard is the start.
If it's not Trossard, I can't lie, man. You're all the same. I want to give Gabriel Jesus a kind of run. I just think you're all. I don't think no one grabs that, innit? Like,
no one's grabbed it, but Trossard has shown.
Yeah, Trossard is the number 1 there.
Has shown that more than anyone is number 1. But yeah, I'm with you. I think it's the coaching here. The coach needs to improve in these areas. He's asking Saka and Martinelli to do a lot. So I think he needs to change that. I don't know whether that means bringing another attacking coach. I don't know. But something needs to change here. And here's me hoping that it will.
Do you know what, Tosin? Yeah. Like, do you think fans are panicking? Like, because obviously we're quite balanced. We can see the good, bad, and the ugly. But I just feel there's been a lot of volatility. I think there was a lot of volatility in the transfer market when Madueke came in before, obviously, the others. I think everybody lost their shit when we lost the North London derby in pre-season. I think people were talking about the handbrake. We're not on nothing. Liverpool are great. Then people at a point this season where Arsenal's up here, everyone's down there. Even recently, we could not only win the Prem, but the Champions League when we beat Bayern. Now it's a bit doom and gloomy against Wolves. Like, do you think it's like,
Yeah, like
I think there's
I
an element
said
of
it on Big Six. It's feast or with Arsenal, it's feast or famine. So yeah, legit, it's feast or famine. When we win, it's a feast. We're the best. Whoa, yeah. When we don't get the result, and notice I didn't say when we lose. When we don't get the result, people want. This, that. I think we just need to. I don't know what people are expecting. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. The team haven't won it. If you're expecting Arsenal to be this cool, calm, nerves of steel, no weakness showing, no faults, no vulnerabilities.
Life works, man.
You got another thing coming. Team. They ain't won it yet. This is not like if it was a thing where they've been here, done this before, and they've won it and they know how to do it. It's a different story. But this team haven't done it yet. Until Arsenal win it, I expect to see nerves. I expect to see wobbles. I expect to see moments of weakness. It's just normal. And then when we win it, it's a different story. So yeah, I refuse to get drawn into the highs and I refuse to get drawn into the lows. The truth is, when all the people were saying best in the world stuff, that wasn't us being euphoric. That was the fact that Arsenal legit were the most consistent team in Europe. Same way Liverpool at one point last season were legit the best team they were. They beat Real Madrid. They beat City away. They were moving to teams left, right, and center. I had a flawless start to the season, and rightly so. They were the best at the time. So that's not really a reach. But I just think we shouldn't believe in our own hype that much.
Because we haven't earned the right for that yet. And I mean that in the most respectful way. And like, even if we do what you, I, and everyone in the chat wants, where we win a trophy or trophies, you have to be even harsher. Because in life, let alone football, when you reach the pinnacle, the only way is down, innit? We've all played Football Manager and won a Prem or a treble. You start believing in a couple players. The next season is kind of rubby, innit? But that's neither here nor there. We need to defeat ourselves. Kind of piggybacking off of what I said about we're typically our own worst enemies. We need to defeat ourselves because for whatever reason, the last 3 years, we've had highs, we've had lows, we've had nothing to celebrate in May. And I understand the concerns. I understand the positives. For me, it's what we do now. We thank the Lord because it could be better, but sure as hell could be a lot worse. And I know we can't win every game, yeah? But then let me ask you this. Obviously, we can't win every game, yeah? Do you think there's an element of, you know, not beating City, not beating Liverpool, not beating Sunderland, drawing to 10-men Chelsea? Do you think those made-up points could bite us on the ass?
Maybe. Because people are saying, maybe they could.
I hope not, but...
I hope not. I don't think they will. I think this team's got gears to go. I think this team's got a big scalp in them, but I need to see a big scalp. We saw a scalp. I'm gonna claim Newcastle away as a scalp, especially given the circumstances. We're 1-0 down. It's a ground that we haven't won in ages. They're the team that just low block us nasty. Every narrative that could go against Arsenal, the team overcame it. That was a scalp, but the team need another one. They need another one. Villa was an opportunity. We missed that. Liverpool was an opportunity. We missed that. Sunderland. Yes, it's Sunderland, newly promoted, but at the time they were unbeaten at home. That was very rich on the point. So, we are the champions, and we were there. It was there, and we didn't do it. Even Villa, form team in the league, fair enough, but at least get the point. Enough. So these results,
know there was more to give in that game.
Yeah, man. So these results, those are the games where I'm looking for killer mentality, and I don't think I want to see that from Arsenal. It's literally all here. It's the noggin. It's all what's going on in here.
And you mentioned mentality,
Yeah,
go on.
I think once the team's able to just really engage with that, guys, let's focus on here. Once we get this right, everything is going to flow from that.
You mentioned mentality. Yeah, there's been a couple of comments around like throughout as we've been talking about mentality. Are you worried about our mentality? Do you think the mentality's changed? Or is it a thing where honestly you don't know until we cross those hurdles? Like assuming we're still talking about not the negatives but the positives now in like March, April, maybe even May. Like, do you think we still got that and it won't be shaken until we actually get over the line? I don't know. Where you at with that?
Yeah, it won't be shaken until we get over the line. I think it's just normal. It's we haven't won it, man. Like we just people are expect. Even I saw a comment saying, "Oh yeah, we're panicking because we could be second or third." So what?
I agree with that. But the
So
thing is,
what?
people won't get what you meant with that about the so what. They'll think you're being blasé. I understand it. Of course, we
Yeah.
want to be top. We want to win
So
every game.
I'll
But it's
expand
going to
that.
fluctuate.
Yeah, well, we want to be top, but City aren't thinking like that.
People said City were finished. Now nobody can
Yeah,
stop them. And we've had the
City
same
are
kind of rhetoric.
City are not thinking like that. And that's the thing. It's because people are saying, I think the players, the players are going to learn from these things. I think the fans
They
are the
need to.
ones that need to engage with the reality of what we're facing in this title race. It's like what fans want is for Arsenal to win every game and always be 10 points ahead of Man City. That's not going to happen in this league.
Facts.
Let's be honest. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is a very competitive league. It's a tough league. It's a tough league. And plus, Arsenal have a squad good enough to compete in all fronts. So most likely we're going to go deep in a lot of in most of the competitions. We're probably going to go to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We're probably going to get to the quarterfinals, semi-finals of the Champions League. So we're going to go deep. So you mean
I
to
think he's
tell
going to
me
throw the League Cup, if I'm honest.
an FA Cup?
I say that, but yeah.
No, man, it's a trophy. Trophies.
Yeah, but
trophies, nah, man,
like
trophies can do something. Look at
no,
what
I hear
winning.
you. You're not wrong, yeah. But like, and again, I'm being disingenuous for want of a better phrase. I'm not suggesting by any stretch that I don't want to win and all that kind of jazz. What I mean by throw is you say, you know what, I've got like I'm looking at it now. Let me bring it on screen. You know what, I've got Everton, then I've got Brighton. I effing need these 3 points type of thing. Like you've got Everton on the weekend. Couple of days later, you've got Crystal Palace. Bearing in mind, we hope players are back, but we've been speaking about injuries. Surely he throws that, he rotates that. The caveat to that is, how can you rotate?
Palace will rotate, but it'll probably be 50% rotation, 50% strong team because it's Crystal Palace. They're going to want to win that. And we're going to want to win that as well. And we should. I would not want to lose that at home. I don't see how that helps us. I genuinely don't see how
we need momentum and all that.
We need momentum. That's why. So like back to the main point, we're gonna, because of that, and because of the fact that we're gonna go deep in these competitions, anyone expecting us to be 10 points to do what Liverpool did last season, that's not gonna happen. Liverpool did what they did last season. Liverpool did what they did last season because there was a monumental fall off from us. People are talking about how bad the league is this season. Look at last season.
Exactly.
Liverpool had the league won by like December. That's not what we're seeing. So, like, let's be realistic, guys. It's not gonna happen. Buckle up. It's gonna be difficult. Our defensive leader got injured. Then our second defensive leader got injured. He's just come back from injury. We played with different player relationships. Fair enough. We probably could have lost against Chelsea. We got the draw. We could have got the draw against Villa, but we lost. We could have got the draw against Wolves, but we won. It is what it is. Let's just keep moving.
The thing is, yeah, you're talking facts, T, but unfortunately, I've given up trying to preach that because I think we're preaching to the death in it. Like football's an emotional game, as we've seen. We're the best thing since sliced bread. We're worse, and where that comes, Arsenal fans, I don't feel do half measures. Like a player or the team's either amazing or the gaffer's amazing or he's rubbish. And that's the beautiful thing about football. A week is a long time, and there's been a lot of changing conversations over several clubs. People said City had no chance. Now they're the favourites. They said the same this season with Arsenal. No one can get near Liverpool. Now it's all a meltdown. I'm sure Aston Villa was stinking up the joint in the first half of the season.
Bro,
now you see what they're doing. Sunderland and Bournemouth had a bit of a wobble.
First 6 games.
Do you see what I'm saying? So everybody keep this, but I think we're talking to the deaf and the blind. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I get it, man. It comes to the territory with Arsenal, innit?
Exactly.
It's just like people are talking as if this is the final version of Arsenal. It's not. It's really not. There's so much scope. I'm looking at this team. I'm like, okay, cool. The thing I've always maintained is, okay, cool. The team, I'm impressed with the team because I've lost my train of thought. I'm impressed with the team because we're getting results, and I still don't think we're at our best. We're at our best.
That's why I'm on the gaffer. Get us to our best now.
Yeah. So now progress. Get us to our best.
It's what you do for beyond this point now. Cool. There's been a lot of W's. There's been L's. What are you going to do now to be where you want to be in May?
Exactly.
Because I don't want to have conversations that, unfortunately, us as Arsenal fans will have to have negatively in May. I want parades. I want to be like, yo, T, where you? Yeah, I've been here from early, man. Making noise. I want that. I don't want it to be the other thing. But I don't know where we go from here. We need to get over the line.
People are acting like this. You've not seen final form Arsenal. There's still so much. I think there's still so much to squeeze out of this team, right? So I'm waiting for that, man. I'm waiting for that, whether we like it or not. Like a lack of player relationships, injuries, loss of form to play, it has affected the team. And the thing is, it's
regardless.
And it's been affecting the team for a while. But guess what? We've just been finding ways to win. It's just recently we've had maybe one too many and we've lost ways to win. Now we just got to find them again. It is what it is.
Exactly.
Beat Everton
for the sun shining.
Yeah, exactly. So, there's things that I can hang on to. Saka's form is starting to pick up. I don't know who's going to play up front. Probably Gyökeres will play against Everton.
Give us a starting 11 for Everton as well, man. Like obviously Raya, Saliba, Timber, they're easy pickings. Hincapié, I assume. Calafiori back in.
Yeah.
So that's the back five.
Calafiori, yeah, Raya, Calafiori, Hincapié left centre back, Saliba right centre back, Timber right back. This is gonna be a. I would actually start Rice, Eze, and Ødegaard. I would not start Zuma.
Everton away.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So, but with that, we have to commit to attacking then, and then bring on man to see out the game. Surely.
Yeah. You're
not shook at Everton, but like it's going to be one of those typical English games. To be fair, they might not be banking on us to do that though. So
yeah, it's going to be one of those typical English games. But let's be honest, they're going to do what they're going to sit back, frustrate us, and see what they can get. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to take the game to us. That's what most teams do against Arsenal. And I, for one, am sick and tired of waiting for the inevitable. Why not take the game to these teams? Like, yes, the Premier League is physical, but we have ballers in our team.
And we got physical players, really.
We got nice blend. And I'm sorry, even Everton away, that's a midfield good enough and strong enough and robust enough. Ødegaard covers lots of ground. Rice is an absolute machine. Eze can work off the ball if he needs to.
To be fair, Zubimendi does look spent as well.
Give Zubimendi a rest. I would not play him. I'd play Rice, Ødegaard, Eze. I'd say Eze, stay close to the striker. And I'd say Saka, I'd say Trossard, and I'd give Gyökeres one more chance. I think
he's going to start Marino, you know.
He probably will. But I'd give Gyökeres one more chance against Everton.
Would you get Jesus in there in any way, shape, or form?
I think Jesus will probably start against Palace.
Yeah, I'm with you. Do you know what? I go with the same back five. I can't. Maybe because I'm shook of Everton. It's not that I don't like your approach here, but I am going to go Rice, Zubimendi. I'm a bit torn on do I go with Ødegaard. His form doesn't warrant starting, but I just think the pressing is going to be vital. Eze, show me something in it. Eze in the 10. I think it will be Marino, but I'm going to go with Gyökeres at the very minimum. Go tire them out. Kind of what you said. Last chance saloon. Like, obviously, I want you to score, but I need a performance now because you didn't bag against Newcastle. I think you did well there. You didn't bag against Fulham. I think you did well. I need that. Easiest one is obviously Saka. Left-hand side, if Trossard's fit, I'm going with Trossard. A part of me thinks it'll be Marino or Martinelli for what it's worth, though, man. If I'm honest.
I don't think Martinelli will start. I think Trossard will start.
Yeah, true. But that's the thing. It's like, is Trossard going to be fit? And the one thing with Nelly, and I know you're in scary territory, you go backwards, isn't it?
Weeks rest now. If he wasn't fit, Arteta wouldn't have brought him on. True. I think he's going to play. He's going to start. Weeks rest. Martinelli, start on the bench. You're a better bench option. He's not. I wouldn't start him. I think go for it, man. Go and win these games. We go in too much of this. I think we've got enough of a defensive base there, you know, and we get it wrong. We get it wrong against Villa. It's like the team tried to actually win it once we got the goal, but we left ourselves way too open. But I think if you start with Rice as he's done that, he can play that.
I want them double sitting, you know, because I think if I'm Everton, I'm getting at that makeshift back line. I don't think Calafiori's bad. I don't think Timber's bad. Well, yeah, Saliba and Hincapié, but there's no
back line with who?
Pardon? No, I'm saying if I was Everton, I'm trying to ask questions because I feel against Everton and Wolves, yeah, Aston Villa and Wolves, we've conceded the same kind of goal, like where Hincapie is playing man on side, the centre half partner Saliba's doing his own. I just think we miss Gabriel because you've played football. Like there's always somebody regulating, making sure everyone's staying focused. I'm starting to feel it's like the blind leading the blind type of thing, if that makes sense. And if I'm Everton, I want to exploit that. I want to pull that defense out. I want to get that midfield out of sorts. I want to make it one of those games. And I look at it, we actually, in my opinion, not been that good away from home. And probably, I know we lost against Liverpool in it because of the magic, but when we have dropped points, it's been, regardless of injuries, it's been when it's them typical British kind of games in this league, like 12:30 kickoff against Aston Villa, flipping Sunderland, mad game. Chelsea was a bit of a madness. We were poor and we should have done a bit better. I'm trying to do that if I'm Moyes. And the fact that it's Moyes against Arteta, bro, I can't lie, I'm kind of nervous, you know.
But how many of those games? But in those games, when we took the game to the opposition, what happened?
Yeah, we were onto them, but then football's a 90-minute game, and that's where I'm looking at.
It is a 90-minute game, but that's the thing.
You against can't be 20 and that no more.
But that's the thing, though. Arsenal are going into these games and getting sucked into other teams' game plan.
I
did that against Chelsea.
I hear you.
Did not impose ourselves at all. Against Villa, did not impose ourselves until we went a goal down. Second half, we came out, and then second half, arguably, we weren't clinical. If we actually took there's even that Saka chance at 1-1, bro, bury that.
We had chances against Sunderland as well, and actually to look at the end against Chelsea, but can't have it all in it.
Everton. I think we'll be, and plus, I think what also helps us as well is that they got a couple injuries, and Ndiaye, Idrissa Gueye,
thank the Lord for AFCON.
Even if they weren't at AFCON, we should be going there and winning anyway.
100%. And I know mathematically and statistically you can win the Premier League without necessarily winning at typical difficult grounds, yeah. But looking at us from last year, as I said earlier, I don't think we've been at the same kind of realm we was defensively. Me and you did a show. I said it's another year where I want to win at Stamford Bridge. Obviously, it was more of the same. Anfield was more of the same. Obviously, the Etihad is going to come. Everton for Arteta, home and away, has been a bit of a banana skin. So I'm looking at Arteta and these boys. Yo, can you do us something? Can you get us out of danger? Based on what you said, yeah, about controlling and taking our game to them, yeah, that's even made me more believe Mourinho is going to start and drop into midfield, if I'm honest with you, bro. But last question for you before I let you get out of here, yeah. Talk to me about a score prediction then, man. I'm going 2-1. Nervy one.
I'm going 2-0.
I love that. In fact, one more question, like, how much is, like, obviously 3 points is 3 points. We'll always, if you offer someone 3 points right now, they'll bite your arm off, innit? But how much is it about having a good performance away from the 3 points against Everton? If it matters, quote unquote, at all.
No, it does matter. It does matter. Our performances need to improve. It's important. It's not, I'm not going to come in and say, yeah, just get the result. The result is ultimately key, but we need a good performance. We need a good performance just to reassure the fans, look, like, we've not even hit our final form. We still got like Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 to go. You know, like, this is just our base form. Because a lot of fans genuinely think this is the best we're going to get this season. And for me, I think that's just ludicrous.
They need it for themselves as well. Winning's infectious, isn't it?
Yeah, so you got to, like, yes, of course, the fans got to get behind the team. They should, but the team needs to give something for the fans to get behind.
Mm-hmm. Especially, you know, like, away from home.
Yeah, play well. Like, actually play well. Give us something. So, yeah.
Let's just hope, fingers, toes, everything crossed. We get our 3 points, keep it moving. Do you know what? I set my team the challenge of going undefeated in it. Like, obviously, we are going to drop points this season, but we can already see if some of the people in the chat are going with a draw. Obviously, if we draw, City do what City does. It's got the landscape all changes. For me, I want momentum. I think every Arsenal fan, you want to beat Everton, you want to advance to the semi-finals of the League Cup, you want to handle business against Brighton, don't ruin Christmas. And obviously, it doesn't stop in it. Like, from now to the end of January, it's mad. You got Man United, you got Liverpool, you got Villa again. But this is the run we want. If we want to be in a team that can compete, it is what it is, innit? Like, it is what it is, man. Like, if we lose, innit? So, yeah, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, hopefully the next time we live stream, it'll be better. What you say?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident it will be. But, yeah.
Oh, I just think it's Everton, innit? I think, to be honest with you, yeah, I just think I'm just in the whole Everton away thing. I'm not even thinking as logically as I could.
I'm not. Arsenal fans do this thing. Yes, I know we drop points. We dropped points to them last season, but we weren't playing for the league at that point anyway. We lost and then the season before that, we beat them 1-0. Should have beaten by more anyway that season where Trossard scores a goal. The season before that, we lost 1-0. Shouldn't have lost 1-0. Missed a lot of chances. It was a 12:30 kickoff. I remember that. Stupid loss for no reason. The season before that, did we win? No, we lost that. Did we? Yeah, we lost that. We missed again stupid chances.
So there was a game Eddie was missing hella chances.
We've lost. So we. To be fair, we've only won 1 on our past 4 at Goodison Park. That being said, this Everton team ain't great, and Arsenal fans we like to do this thing where we make teams sound like they're so unbeatable. They're not. This is Everton, guys. This is Everton with a striker who can't score to save his life. This is Everton with, okay, cool, Ndiaye, Grealish.
A good goalie, but go and show why he's a good goalie. Light him up.
They got, but like, come on, like they got a decent defense, but like we're top of the league. We've got to be saying, hey,
and you've had a week's rest.
Like I'm sorry, there's no excuse. I don't want to hear, oh, this is our bogey team. We've not won it. I don't want to hear about that. You need to go there and assert yourself on this team. This is not Barcelona. This is not Bayern Munich. This is not PSG.
Don't psych yourself out of it.
Yeah, like go there and you're the better team. You've got the better squad. Go and ball out.
Simple as that. Go and ball out, get my 3 points, come back home from Liverpool to London, begin the preparations for Crystal Palace. Let's just navigate this December period. And Bob's your uncle, innit? Like, and this is why it's a pleasure to be here with Tosin. Like, we don't necessarily have to agree on everything, but I like logical fans that can articulate themselves. So I got all the time in the world for you. Chat, you know what to do. Again, his YouTube channel's in the title. But let's hear it from the man himself, man. Where can people find you and subscribe and do all that kind of stuff?
AFC Tosin. Just AFC Tosin on YouTube, guys. That's where you can find me.
And TikTok, man. Follow him on TikTok, man.
Oh, yeah, and TikTok.
Videos are good, man.
And TikTok. Yeah.
Is it the same username?
Yeah, same. AFC Tosin. Very easy.
Exactly. I enjoyed your Yokeres video as well, man, because the TikTok algorithm, I don't know why it came up. Obviously, I follow you, but I don't know why your one came up because I just typed in Yokeres hate and there's bare things. And then it just says, on TikTok where it says your friend. I was like, oh, let me listen to us. And I was like, I like to see them things in the algorithm rather than everybody, Yokeres is shit. He's wearing boot cuts. He's doing all of this and that and the rest of it, man. So, yeah, man, follow the man, them people. Hopefully, Saturday evening or 9:45, we've got 3 points in it. Hopefully, City also drop points. You got any content coming out today? Or when was the last bits and pieces?
I'll probably do like a preview for Everton, maybe tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, let me just get my health back up in it.
Yeah, man. Again, people, make sure you're subscribing. The man's been here with the flu and whatnot, not the Mesut Ozil flus, proper flus, man. So go subscribe and turn on the notification bells. T, let me let you rest up, my boy. Appreciate you as always, man. And of course, people, big up the chat, man. Without you, there'd be no point in it. So big up the chat. Everyone stay safe, stay blessed. On that note, T, chat, one love.
See you guys.
Hey, come on. Hey, Arsenal.
Against this right back, Charlie.
I feel that so much. Hey, you're crazy. If I can do this, leng that, man. Smash the light, bang that, man. On a serious note, people. On a serious note, make sure you're following posts. Enjoy your evening, man. One love. Love you.